Welcome back, everybody. Carlo and I have been waiting for you to join us. We've got some really important learning to do today. Can you remember what we've talked about over the last couple of days? That's right. We've been talking about and learning about repeating patterns. We've learnt about units of repeat. We've learnt the word element, and we've learnt that patterns repeat, and they can go on and on and on. We've been making smaller patterns just to demonstrate to Carlo what a repeating pattern looks like. But we know that because it repeats, it can go on forever. So we've learned about patterns with two elements. We've learned to be really good at checking with those two fingers. We've learned about colours, we've learned about shapes, we've learned about size, we've learned about translating a pattern using our voice and our body. I don't know what else there is to learn, Carlo. Let's check Carlo's book and see if he has any questions for us today. Oh, looks like you've been doing some more painting, Carlo. Put that to the side. And I'm glad he's bought his communication book, and this is interesting. Do you remember this? I'm not sure why Carlo's included these two leaves today. Let's have a look. He's got his invitation. Remember what we're preparing for? A patterning picnic. We'll put that to the side, Carlo. And he's telling us that today is actually day 18. And the note says, "Dear Joe and children, Carlo has decided to use some of his patterned work for making and creating. Yesterday he had so much fun cutting and pasting. He used the leaves we sorted last week, these leaves, to make a picnic rug that's patterned. Can you remember how we sorted these leaves? I'm really going to have to think back because that was a while ago. We couldn't sort them by colour because they were both green. We didn't sort them by shape, but if I think back, Carlo, I think we used our fingers and we felt the surface and we said that one lot of leaves were all smooth and the others were all rough. We sorted them into two groups. Can you remember that? Thanks for bringing that back to remind us, Carlo. Okay. Carlo's challenge is, let's see if you can work out the pattern he's made on his tablecloth. He then ran into a little bit of a problem that I'll tell you about afterwards. We'll save that bit of information, Carlo. So I'm thinking the big piece of paper is his tablecloth. Wow. You must have had a lot of fun doing this, Carlo. And it looks like it's going to be the perfect size to put your food and your cup and your plates on at your picnic. Let's just have a look and see if we can work out what pattern Carlo's created. If I touch that, I can actually feel that that leaf is rough and that one is smooth. If it's a two-element pattern of repeat, then the next one should be, and it is, rough. So help me with the next one. It should be smooth. He's created a different pattern this time. Let's say it out loud because it helps us to remember what the pattern is. Rough, smooth, rough, smooth. Your turn. Rough, smooth, rough, smooth. I can check this pattern today by looking down the line and seeing all the rough leaves line up and all the smooth leaves line up. So I don't think I need to go to the end to see how that pattern repeats. What I am going to do is, you're right, put a circle around the unit of repeat. Let me check. 2 elements. What were they? You're right. Rough and smooth. Let's circle it. Let's go right down to the bottom and check and see if he got the last unit of the repeat correct. Rough and smooth. That is beautiful. I look forward to seeing how you put it all together in a tablecloth for your picnic, Carlo, and that would be perfect under the trees at Hazelwood Park. So let's pop that away. Thanks for bringing the leaves back. And I'll read you the other part of Carlo's note today. Here was Carlo's problem. Yesterday he started to make a matching hat for the picnic, but something happened. Can you have a look at his hat? I've made one of these before with my children, Carlo, and I know what you do. You put it on the front and you wrap it round your head, but I wonder why he didn't finish it off. I think I know why. You see, he actually noticed he'd accidentally changed the pattern. And then Carlo began to wonder, are there other patterns out there with more than 2 elements in their unit of repeat? The family said to Carlo, you know what, if you don't know, why don't you just check in with Joe and the children? We're really interested in your response. Thank you, from Carlo's family. So he accidentally did something with this pattern, and he wonders whether it's right or wrong, or has he just discovered a new way of patterning? I'll use my fingers to feel. Smooth, smooth, rough. Count how many elements in this pattern. 1, 2, 3. I think what you've just discovered is a repeating pattern, Carlo, that has not 2 but 3 elements in it. So if you were to continue this or repeat it, it would be smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. It wouldn't match your tablecloth because it's not the same pattern, but I'm not sure that that matters. I wonder if we can have a go at recording that pattern up here on the board, Carlo. It's going to take me a long time if I have to draw all those leaves. So I'm trying to think of a symbol to represent something that is smooth and a symbol to represent something that is rough. I want to make it simple. Smooth, I'm just going to use a straight line. Smooth, another straight line. And what came next? I'm going to do this. Let's practice it. Smooth, smooth, rough. What's our unit of repeat? Let's put a circle around it. How many elements has it got? 1, 2, 3 elements, and our unit of repeat is a tricky one to remember today. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. Say it out loud. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. Keep saying so I can record it. Are you ready? Uh-oh, something doesn't look right. Let's just check this. Help me. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. That's great. Smooth, rough, smooth. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, rough, smooth. Uh-oh. I think I've made a mistake, Carlo. Smooth, smooth, rough. I'm just going to cross that out. Smooth, smooth, rough. Let me check. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, rough. Oh, another mistake. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. I think I've got the pattern right now. Let's keep going. Smooth, smooth, rough. Say it out loud. Smooth, smooth, rough. Smooth, smooth, rough. Always good to go back and check a pattern. And if you say it out loud, you'll often hear if there's an error in the way you've recorded it. Using 3 objects. That's where we're going to start. You've created a very complicated pattern. We're going to make it a little less challenging for the children at home. Let's give this a go. I'm going to clear the table first of all. Okay, 3 different objects I brought along today. I think you've seen these before. Pegs, my pebbles, and we used these in our zoo last week, the feathers. They're already sorted into 3 different groups, so that makes it a lot easier. We want to make a pattern of 3. So let's start with a peg, a stone, and a feather. What comes next? You're right. A peg. Next, a stone. And the next is a feather. What comes next? You're right. Peg. You're watching, Carlo. Stone. And a feather. We don't need to keep making it because we know what is in our unit of repeat. Have a look. I'm going to slide it to the side. Count how many. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3 elements in that unit of repeat. Let's check the next one. 1, 2, 3 elements in that unit of repeat, and let's check this one. 1, 2, 3. Well done. We made a repeating pattern, and the pattern we made was peg, pebble, feather. Peg, pebble, feather. Peg, pebble, feather. We're going to leave this pattern down here, Carlo. So we're not going to change the objects, and we're not going to change the number of objects in the group. So we're still going to make a pattern of 3, but watch carefully and see if you can work out what I'm doing. If I've moved those 2 pebbles up, I need to do the same in this unit. How will we name this pattern of 3 up? I have an idea. Low, high. You're right, low. Again, low, high, low. Low, high, low. How would we record that? Let's have a go. Low, high, low. That's our unit of repeat. So I need to do the same next. I can follow the pattern on the board. Help me. Low, high, low. Back to low. Don't get tricked. Low, high, low. We're starting the pattern with low, high, and low. Oh, I'm going to put a square around each of those units of repeat so that we can follow them. Low, high, low, low, high, low, low, high, low, and low, high, low. If we were going to continue that, what would be next? Did you say low? If you did, that's absolutely right. I'm going to slide those pebbles back. And I'm going to move them again and make a new pattern. This time I'm going to move them down. All the pebbles down. Next one, down. Let's see if we can say this pattern out loud together. High, low, high. High, low, high. Next is high, low, high, and the next one would be, you're right, high. Okay, let's use a different colour and see if we can record this one on the board. Where do I start? You're right, up, high. The next one goes down, low. Next one, high. And that is our unit of repeat. I'm going to follow my pattern. High, low, high, high, low, high. Can you help me with the next one? It is, did you say high? Did you say low? And did you say high? We've been working together for a while now, Carlo. I wonder if you can guess what we're going to do with those two patterns. You are right, we're going to translate them using our voice. So are you ready to help me? We need a low note and we need to lift our voices for a high note. Let's give this a go. Are you ready? Low, high, low, your turn. Low, high, low, low, high, low, low, high, low. We changed the pattern. Have a look at it. Let's translate it using our voice. This time we're starting with a high note. Are you ready? Lift your voice up high. High, low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high, high, low, high. Listen to this pattern and see if you can identify how many parts are in it. We'll work with the last one. High, low, high. 3 parts in our unit of repeat. We didn't change the objects, we just moved them around to create a different repeating pattern. Today you've learnt to make a pattern of 3 and you've learnt how to translate that pattern using your voice. Carlo thought he made a mistake, but actually what he did was he helped us discover that a repeating pattern can have more than 2 parts in it. Today we made a pattern of repeat with 3 parts. Well done, Carlo. Okay, your home task today, can you have a guess what it is? It's to have a go at making a pattern of 3. You might use 3 different materials, or you might challenge yourself like Carlo did and have just 2 different materials, but have 3 different parts to your pattern. That's challenging. Don't forget, as you are making the pattern, to use your voice and say it out loud. And when you've finished, can you record your pattern? And when you've finished, I wonder if you can have a go at singing it. Thanks so much for joining us today, and thanks for being really helpful at helping us to discover something really new today, Carlo, about repeating patterns. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow, everybody. Bye.